Hey guys, you are watching The Broker Life, and today I'm going to go over a topic that Austin, someone who's associated with my channel, and he sold him a condo over in on the high-rise area before. He has requested this, and other people have been requesting, where can you do Airbnb, right? Is it legal? Is it not legal? With this video, I'm going to kind of give you the whole rundown of what you can do, what you can't do, and where to get the best information for if Airbnb or short-term rentals is something you want to do. I've done it myself. I'm pretty much an expert on it, and I absolutely love it. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you my #1 tip and the most unknown thing about Airbnb and Las Vegas. You will make a whole bunch of money with it. No, I don't understand why no one's doing it, but very few people are doing it or even advertising it or saying it, but it's one of the biggest unknown things that are around, and I'll share with that at the end of the video. First, smash that like button and hit the subscribe if you find this content useful for yourself. I go over real estate in Las Vegas, investing, and high rises, single family homes, land, all the fun stuff. If you're interested in Las Vegas and real estate, hit the subscribe button because that's what I do. Another thing, we're going to go over an association that's here in town. A really good group of people that have been the lifeblood of pushing short-term rentals in Las Vegas and in, of course, Southern Nevada. We have a few different areas in Las Vegas or in Southern Nevada that are all different parts, and there's so many different moving parts, but I'm going to go over them really quick for you. Can we do Airbnb? Yes and no. I know, it's complicated. If you are in, let's say, the high-rise condos, if you're in a high-rise, some towers allow it, some towers do not. You have to have the right zoning, and you have to have the right HOA that allows it. Almost none of the HOAs allow it in the high-rises, except for hotel condos. So if you are in Palms Place, MGM Signature, Trump Tower, Vidara, V-D-A-R-A, Vidara, and the Platinum. Those 5 are going to be the most well-known for short-term rentals in Las Vegas, and for Airbnb, they are called hotel condos. So those towers, we can do that in. Now, not every tower is super accommodating or as lucrative as the other ones. Each tower, if you want to do your own, instead of putting the unit in the rental pool, if you want to manage it yourself, you're going to have to do you're going to have to pay an extra fee for the hotel to let you do it. Each one can vary from a couple $100 to $1,000, whatever it ends up being. You have to know which tower fits your budget and what your goals are. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks. Trump Tower, pro tip for you, is one of the least lucrative. Not because of the name, not because of anything that's controversy. I love the hotel. It's a really good quality product, but they charge their owners as a nightly basis. I want to say at least $40 a night for a studio, if you want to rent it yourself. You throw it on Airbnb, you rent it for 10 nights, they're going to charge you $400 or more, depending on the size of the unit. So that's something to look out for. It will cut into your margins big time. Now, if you are, why does that work and normal residential properties sometimes don't? Their zoning. So the zoning you have for these mega resorts that you have the luxury of being able to purchase in is they have the highest zoning possible in Las Vegas. And that's a whole nother video if I need to do that. But H1 zoning, that's like the hotel zoning. It's for mega resorts that have gambling and everything and overnight stays. So you can do that in those properties. You can get licensed for it. It's no problem. Now, if we take it a step further and we go outside of the city of Las Vegas and the Strip area, if you are in unincorporated Clark County, which a lot of people do not know, that if you are in Las Vegas, you may not be in unincorporated Clark County, or you may not even be in Las Vegas. So take a look at a map, type in City of Las Vegas, it will show you exactly where the boundaries are, and that will give you an idea of where the City of Las Vegas is, where unincorporated Clark County is, where North Las Vegas is, and where Henderson is. 4 different, completely distinct areas. Again, smash that like button if you like this content, and hit subscribe if you want to get more information about this, because this is what I do. I'm going to keep going into it, but it gets a little bit detailed. And at the end of the video, again, I want to show you that huge tip about how you can make some really good money and pretty much do Airbnb almost anywhere. So that's pretty cool. Now, City of Las Vegas. If you type in City of Las Vegas, they opened up short-term rentals before, but they are not allowing anybody else to come in and get a special use permit or any other kind of permits for new vacation rental people. So that is a big bummer. I did it down there before. I absolutely loved it. I had a 1,200 square foot home. I had 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and I had right down in the area there in by the strip. It was amazing. I mean, we did, to give you the numbers on it, I did about $4,500 a month in bookings, and it was nothing. I mean, the house cost me a couple $100,000, and I did $4,500 a month. I mean, those numbers, that's huge. And I wasn't even trying to be competitive. I wasn't trying to book every night. I just put a high number on it. I gave them a good product, and they booked it. It was great. Now, if we go outside of that City of Las Vegas, which does not allow any new people to do it, outside of City of Las Vegas to North Las Vegas, you can do it in North Las Vegas. You can do short-term rentals in North Las Vegas. Go get the permit, go and apply, do it all legally, of course. You can't just get your house, put it on Airbnb, and rent nightly. You got to make sure you have all your ducks in a row. One of the big things about that is you have to be 650 feet away from the nearest short-term rental. If you are not within, if there's somebody 300 feet away from your house, you can't do it. If they're licensed, you can't do it. So that's a huge thing. There's other requirements as well, but the biggest is that distance, 650 feet over there. So if we go over to, what is it called, unincorporated Clark County, Google unincorporated Clark County, you can find a map of what that area is. There is no short-term rentals. It's the biggest landmass in southern Nevada. There is no short-term rentals in that area. Bummer. Henderson. Henderson is going to be a property or an area that you can do short-term rentals. It is legal, but you have to be over 1,000 feet away. 1,000 feet away from your nearest legal short-term rental. Also, any of these areas, you have to have, if you have an HOA, chances are they do not allow it. You have to check with the HOAs, which I think there's one in North Las Vegas that allows it. But check, if it has an HOA, I mean, I would just scratch it off the list. I mean, that's probably something that just won't work out. Non-HOA communities, those are going to be your best in Henderson. Non-HOA communities, usually it's going to be larger rural areas that have like half-acre pieces of land, possibly. But those areas, you can do it as long as you have the distance requirements set forth. Now, there's a lot of rules, and you may want to dive into those rules, or 100% you want to dive into those rules to figure out what they all are. And to do this, you may want to touch base with a local association here in town, the VVRA. Vegas Vacation Rental Association. Their leadership has been phenomenal. They have been driving the force to get it legalized and regulated basically throughout the entire valley. They have done so much for this. And if you go to their website, I'm not affiliated with them, and I get no benefit from you doing this, but if you want to know about them, that is an association you want to contact. They are the leaders in the field. There are a few other associations that are trying to tag along, but it's not going to work out. They're not the best. So if you want the best, go with VVRA. Their website is vvra.pro, P-R-O. And I'll put all their information down below in the description, so you can take a look at them. Contact them, and they have all the details. You can join the association and really get the down low on what you need to do. So we've gone over Clark County, we've gone over Henderson, Las Vegas, North Las Vegas. Those are the big 4 that you have to do here, right? Now, this is what I want to do. Oh, before I get to the best the most valuable information. Smash that like button and hit the subscribe because you are definitely going to get value out of this. Okay. I've done short-term rentals for a long time, and make sure you always do them legally. You don't want to get the letter in the mail, and you don't want to get big fines, right? Do them legally, but to stay within the rules, this is what I've done myself. The biggest tip I can tell you is that you can do Airbnb anywhere in the valley, as long as your HOA is okay with it. But you can do it basically anywhere in the valley. How? How can you do this anywhere in the valley if you don't have an association or an association that governs how much time you can rent your place for, right? Or if their minimum is the county minimum. The county minimum for renting your property out is, guess what? 31 days. You can rent your home out in Las Vegas, if your association allows it, for 31 days completely legally. That is no problem. You will never get a letter in the mail. You just have to make sure your VRBO or Airbnb, whatever short-term website you use, allows, or just put 31 days as your minimum stay. You can do it anywhere. It has been huge. When this pandemic hit, I was like, wow, that's going to be a big bummer for all the short-term rental people because you won't be able to do it. I put my guest house, my own guest house, on for 31 days minimum. I am just floored at how often I'm getting booked. I'm getting people moving to Las Vegas. I'm getting people saying I'm buying a house. I just need a month or 3 months to be able to get my feet wet and to be able to get my own place set up. It's just awesome. It is, you get a huge premium. You have the place fully furnished. You give them their Wi-Fi, their power, whatever you need. Get it turnkey, so they just have to bring their suitcases in and their clothes and their toothbrush. They pay huge premiums. So definitely take a look at it. Monthly rentals. There is a big demand for it. It is almost unknown for all the Airbnb people because if you say, I'm going to do Airbnb, they assume it's just completely illegal. And it's not, as long as you're following the rules. 31 days or more, no problem. You will cash flow that thing. I mean, I can't guarantee it, but man, you will do really well. But that is my big tip. So if you have questions, comment down below. I would love to answer them for you. I'm very familiar with all of Airbnb and short-term rentals in general, and all of the whole stuff that we've done here in Clark County and unincorporated and all other places and jurisdictions. But comment down below, love to help you out. If you are looking at buying a house or apartment or condo or something and you're planning on doing Airbnb, reach out to an expert. You have to reach out before you do it because it could be a big fail for you if you do not get in the right place. Comment down below if you found use out of this video. Please smash that like button. It helps me out, and hit the subscribe if you want to get more content like this. If it's valuable for you, follow me along and we'll keep doing it. But I want to get back to my next showing. I just got done with my lunch over at Whole Foods in the parking lot and wanted to tell you guys about this. So hope you liked it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.